Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, I have my Alice in Wonderland Tarot, and we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and possible future energies. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, there is a link down below. And also, I wanted to say that I didn't realize that my products expired on my Etsy channel, so I just relisted them. So if you're interested in, I made this mug. It's my happy mug. I love my little bee. I also have some t-shirts with this cute bee on there if you're looking for some gifts. I also have the Capricorn Tarot. I have just a couple things listed there, but if you're interested, check out the link down below. All right, so Capricorn. What's Capricorn struggling with? Oh, that one, the Hierophant. All right, well, what does Capricorn need to look at? All right. Future energies for Capricorn. Love that. The Sun, Ace of Cups, the Moon. Could be a Pisces coming in for you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. Searching for that. With this one, he has his bag here and he has all of his sandwiches that were in there, but he was looking for the pentacle and he threw all of his sandwiches out. So he was digging and he was looking for something, right? That it was a slow process because he had to go through all of his sandwiches in order to find what he was looking at the bottom, right? He was throwing everything else out because he knew, he was focused, he was driven, he knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted to do, right? So what you may possibly be struggling with is the Hierophant. There could be a Taurus in your life that you're struggling with. I almost feel like it's, the look on her face is kind of, thinking, wondering what's going on. Wondering what the cat's going to do. What is the Cheshire Cat up to, right? The Cheshire Cat is always up to something, always up to no good or trouble, or I almost feel like you're just questioning what's around you. The Hierophant also represents that faith. Again, my brain is going quicker than my mouth. That the faith and belief and kind of that rules and guidelines. It could be that person that you trust, that you can rely on. It could be a strong foundation, but I feel like you're I almost feel like you're questioning what's going on around you, and maybe you're losing faith in that things are going to happen for you, that things are going to work for you, that things are going to, maybe losing that faith that you're going to find that pentacle in the bottom of that bag, right? That you're going to find what it is that you're looking for, right? You're questioning that, you're wondering that. What you need to look at is the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords. I feel like it's something that you have to move on from. I feel like it's kind of surrounding yourself with this, kind of moving on from one thing but heading towards another thing. Future energies, we have the Sun card, which is very positive, which is very good. We have the Ace of Cups, which is new emotions and new feelings, and we have the Moon, which could represent Pisces, but I also feel like it's coming into that clarity and changing things up, and I feel like it's getting back together with something, because we have these two that are on the beach and they're talking, right? And they're talking about things, they're working things out, and I almost feel like your faith is restored. Like your faith is restored in what it is that you're questioning. We have the Ten of Swords. You're tired and you're frustrated. You feel like you've been through a lot. You're feeling like you're let down. You're feeling like the sun isn't going to rise, right? You're not looking at that opportunities. You're not interested. You're like, why am I even going to try anymore, right? You're like, I lost faith in this process. I lost faith in what's going on. with this Four of Cups here, right? He's just like, I'm not interested. But there is this cup here, right? Ace of Cups, which shows up over here in this future energy. Right now, you're just like, I'm not interested. I don't want to have it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm wondering what's going on. Could be that you're feeling emotional. You're feeling like there's ups and downs. You don't care, because the King of Cups is somebody who doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's aloof. He doesn't take anything seriously. He's just like, there's different sides of all of the cards, but the one side of the King of Cups is that he's just aloof. He doesn't care. He doesn't focus. He's not driven. He's just sort of existing. So I feel like that's sort of the energy that you're in right here. All right, so what does Capricorn need to look at? We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Knight of Swords. All right, look who showed up. We have the Hierophant again. Five of Wands. I feel like it's almost like taking that time out to reassess things. Five of Wands is that battling. It's that going back and forth. And I feel like you're questioning your faith. You're questioning that, having faith in, okay, when are the good things going to happen for me? Or trusting like the process, or, whatever this Hierophant represents for you, is that you're questioning that. And you keep going back and forth. But I almost feel like you need to have that time to yourself to redirect your energies and to... I feel like it's reaching out to someone, reaching out to those that are going through the same thing that you're going through, or reaching out to someone who has had success, and surrounding yourself with the energies of those people that have that Nine of Cups energy, right? The people that we surround ourselves are representative of a reflection of ourselves. And, it could also be like the social media. Take social media for example. On my personal Facebook page, I only have like 70 friends or whatever. Like, I don't really do the Facebook thing. I mainly do it to keep up with family members. But I was getting a lot of things that I didn't really want to look at, that it was my page was, in the feed, it was like all of this negativity, and people were arguing and they were disagreeing. And I was like, okay, I would like to keep my Facebook page and I'd like to see the feed, but I don't want all of this negativity. So I started cutting out all of the feeds that I was getting that were negative, that were upsetting me, whether it was about animal abuse or, just somehow that got on there. And I was like, okay, let me get rid of all those. And I started adding to my Facebook page holiday things, like people that are decorating their houses for the holidays, right? Or people who are traveling and they're showing pictures of their traveling. And I was like, wow, that's beautiful. A lot of pictures from Italy were coming up, and the pictures are gorgeous, and people who have decorated their homes. And I started liking those pages that were, when I was looking through my feed, it made me feel calmer. It made me feel relaxed. It didn't make me feel stressed if I was trying to check my Facebook page, which I only do every once in a while. But it was giving me a calming sense, right? Or I was clicking on people who had recipes, right? And they were making things. And so those things that made me happy. So I changed what I was surrounding myself on my social media feed, right? That it wasn't the negativity, it wasn't the drama, it wasn't people fighting and arguing over the craziest things, right? It wasn't about sadness or abuse or any of that kind of a thing. That I got rid of that. And I was able to change that. And it was those motivational messages, and it was those sort of things. So it's not only that the people that you're surrounding yourself, but if you're on social media and you're getting these things, these posts that are dragging you into the negativity or drama, it's like maybe taking a look at that and saying, okay, do I want to keep looking at this, and do I want to keep surrounding myself with this energy? And how do I change that up to things that make me feel happy, things that make me feel energized, things that make me feel motivated, right? Changing the, I'm trying to think of the word, the experiences, changing those things that are brought to your attention, trying to control that in a way so that it's messages that are positives coming in towards you, right? That you're surrounding yourself with positive people, that you're positive messages, people that are succeeding, people that are happy, you know, people that are motivated, people that can motivate you, but also those messages on social media that are helping you, that make you laugh, that make you feel good, that make you smile, and exposing what you're exposing yourself to in all areas of your life, whether it's social media or in person, that you're making sure that those things are a positive thing for you so that you can turn that around, right? Because you're in control of that. You're in control of your feed, of your social media, right? If you even click on social media, if you even have social media, right? But if you do, like I did with the Facebook, that I changed it so that it was positive things that came in, that when I went on it, I saw that it was something that made me smile, it was something that motivated me, something that made me feel happy. So I feel like maybe that's something that you need to surround yourself with, is that your exposure to things is more positive, right? We have temperance, patience, compromise, walking away from that negativity, right? That you're setting out on a new path. Again, we have the moon here. Setting out on the new path, you're not really clear what that is, but you know that, okay, I'm going to make better choices for myself. I'm going to surround myself with better energies. And then we have success and victory, rising above the occasion, situation, but also surrounding yourself with those that support you, right? Or surrounding yourself with positive energy around you, you know, again, with social media. And then taking those first steps. You have to take those steps to make those changes. They're not going to happen on their own. That you have to make those steps, that you have to take those, you have to do those things to make those changes, and seeing what you're exposing yourself to. If you just sit and you see, okay, in the course of a day, how many times am I on social media, and what kind of messages are coming into me, and how does that make me feel? Do I feel good after I've spent an hour or 5 hours on social media, or do I feel bad? Right? If there's someone that you're surrounding yourself with and you know you're hanging out with, do I feel good after I'm with that person, or do I feel bad? I just feel like it's something that we need to look at, what we're surrounding ourselves with, and I feel like that's what this message is here. Like here with the Hierophant here, where she's kind of trying to decide. The Cheshire Cat, is she's exposing herself to she's surrounding herself with a Cheshire Cat, but is it someone that she wants to be around, or is it not someone? Is she questioning that person, that the cat's motives, right? Like, what are you up to? And is that the energy that she wants to be in? All right, let's see. I got a couple of those. All right, so let's get a Star Dragons card. Let's see. We got two here that kind of want to. We have legacy, persistence in keeping forward and keeping moving, like keeping at it, even though sometimes you feel like it's a struggle, right? And you want to give up. Over here, where you want to give up, not interested, don't care, feeling aloof, don't want anything to do with it, just leave me alone. But that persistence to say, if I want change, right? If I want to move away from something, if I want to move towards something better, if I want to move away from the negative and towards the positive, what are those things that I have to change, right? Persistence. Okay, I'm going to change this, right? I'm just going to make this one little change, and that one little change goes into another change because you're seeing the results from it. And then resources, right? What are those things? What are those resources that you have? Which is what I was saying over here, is that goes back to resources, is those things that you're surrounding yourself, that you're surrounding yourself with, that you're being exposed to, those energies, those messages that are coming into you throughout the day, right? What are those things, and how can you change those if possible? That can make a difference. What are those positive energies, with those positive resources. What are those resources that you have, those tools, which I've told you before? What are those tools that you have that you can focus on, that you can look at, that you can pull information from, that will help you to let go of what's holding you back, but to surround yourself with support and emotional feelings and the sun card. And no, everything is not always rainbows and unicorns, right? We have those struggles. We have those days where we have those frustrations, but it's like enjoying more of the time that you have now and not giving up and not being aloof and not, yeah, we have those days where we want to feel like that. Yeah, where we just binge watch TV all day and whatever that may be. But it's like, if that's a constant energy, is it something that you want to pull away from, and how do you do that? All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.